Last time we saw Brenda, she was living in a brilliant 40-foot shipping container home. Since then, she's moved to a brand new town and constructed a beautiful new container home for herself. And today, we're going to take a look. Hey Brenda, so great to see you again.
Likewise, welcome.
And here you are, this time in yet another brand new container home.
Yes, been here about a year now, but it's still pretty new, so yeah, loving it.
Brilliant. So can you tell me how you came to be living in this container home now?
Well, I found this section in Taupo and I just fell in love with it really. And I've never been much of a city girl. I was kind of over Auckland, so I thought let's just take the giant leap, move to Taupo, build another container home because I do love my container homes. And yeah, here we are. Yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of city life. I've sort of grown up in Auckland because that's where my parents were, and I still have family and friends there. But the traffic was getting to me. It was just getting me down, I think. And when I found this beautiful section on my travels one day, it just kind of spoke to me, and it just kept chipping away in the back of my mind. I thought, well, what's keeping me in Auckland? You know, I can do this. I work from home anyway. I can probably live anywhere. And it's like a whole nother world out here. And I find it's really been good for both my mental and physical health, really, just being in an environment where you can just look outside or step outside and just be in nature.
So what's happened to your container home in Auckland?
At the moment, I've got a tenant in there renting it out, so that's really good. That helps pay the mortgage still, and I'm still up there once a month, so we sort of open it up as a display home for the business still once a month. But no, that's going really well as well.
And I completely understand the move to this section because, wow, look at these views.
I know, it's incredible. I fell in love with it instantly, and we've managed to raise the container on some slightly higher piles to make the most of the view, and we've got a gorgeous view of the lake, which you'll see as we progress in. So yeah, very happy here.
Now, unlike your other container home, this one is on the grid, isn't it?
It is, that's right. So my other one was grid tied as well, but this one we haven't actually put any solar panels or anything on this one. I'm just sort of seeing how we go. We're a little bit shaded, so I'm not quite sure if we'd get enough sunlight to warrant it. But that being said, with all the energy efficient appliances and the superior insulation, my power bill is very low anyway, so I'm pretty happy.
And now this home has been made from 3 separate 20-foot containers, right?
That's right, yeah, 3 20-foot high cubes, and we've connected them in parallel, and we've managed to sort of take out some of the internal walls of 2 of them to sort of create a 1.5 width master bedroom and living room, which gives a bit more space to sort of walk around your bed and for entertaining and things, unlike my other model, which is a single container wide, so it's a bit restrictive in that sense.
And so what's the total square meterage of the home?
It's around about 45 square metres.
And you've gone and put this really funky paint job on the house as well.
Yeah, I have. So I thought, well, containers are funky and innovative by nature, and I thought, well, why not do something a little bit different? So I actually got a sign writer to do some sort of stickers in one of my favourite colours, and I had this sort of pattern, and yeah, we just applied that to the front of the house just to be a bit different. I love it. The feedback from the neighbours and my friends, they all seem to love it too. So yeah, it's here to stay for now.
Brilliant. Well, it definitely adds a bit of fun and character to the house, doesn't it?
Yeah, thank you. I think so, yeah.
And it's great as well because the way that you've raised up these containers, you've been able to give yourself a really good carport and even a little bit of storage under the house too.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. So especially in Taupo in winter, we get a lot of frosts and it gets rather cold. So being able to have my car under cover means it's easier to start in the morning, and I'm not having to sort of scrape ice off the windshield. So yeah, the slope of the site sort of lent itself to doing something like this. So I think it's worked really well.
Beautiful landscaping here leading up to the home as well.
Thank you, yes. I had a very good landscaper who suggested we just kind of get some big rocks and sort of place them for a natural look retaining, and then my dad helped me sort of build these stairs and things. And yeah, I'm not much of a gardener, so I've tried to pick the hard-wearing plants, but we'll give it time. Hopefully it'll all work out, but no, I love it.
And then I see you've got the little sleep out here as well.
That's right, yeah, that's a little 10 square metre sleep out come office. So when I have friends stay, I've got a desk that converts to a single bed and a sort of couch that converts to a single bed, so I can sleep 2 extra people out there. So.
Excellent. Well, I really love what you've done with the outside of the home, and I am super interested to see what's going on inside. Should we check it out?
Absolutely, come on up.
After you. Oh, wow. Those views are absolutely impossible to ignore, aren't they?
They are, they're pretty magical.
That is just stunning. And I love the way that you've sort of orientated the whole living room of the house just to completely take advantage of them.
That's right, yeah, I put some nice big windows here. They're slightly lower than standard to make the most of that view. And same with the master bedroom, actually. I still get the water view from lying in bed, so I sort of opened up these two sides of the house all to make the most of it.
And now standing in here, there's nothing at all to indicate that this is actually constructed from container homes, really, is there?
No, that's right. So from the interior, it just looks like a normal house. We've used plywood on the walls, mixture of paint and the natural look, and you wouldn't know you're in a container to be in here.
So can you tell me a little bit about how the containers are put together in this home?
Sure, so we've constructed using 3 20-foot. So this container here that contains the kitchen and half of the living room is 1 20-foot. And then we've also got another 20-foot here, which is the bathroom and the other half of the living room. And then one on the end that's our bedroom and the other half of the master. So we cut out the internal wall to give you 1.5 width for the living room and the master bedroom, which gives a lot more space than your single width models. So it's great for entertaining. I had 25 friends around for my birthday last weekend and we all fitted in, which is something I probably couldn't have done in my other home. So it's worked really well from that perspective.
Absolutely. And you have created a lovely and very comfortable lounge space here, haven't you?
Yeah, I love spending time here. Obviously, you've got the view, and yeah, it's just that size. It's a bit less claustrophobic than some other tiny homes. So yeah, I really love it.
And the house definitely capitalizes on all of these spectacular views and that indoor-outdoor living. By the way, the living space just completely flows onto this incredible deck.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got this covered deck area. Even the kitchen opens out to it with a sliding window so I can pass food out. Yeah, and in summer especially, I spend a lot of time out there.
Brilliant. And now talk to me about the kitchen here.
Yeah, so the kitchen's a single container wide. We've got space for a full-size fridge with microwave, plenty of overhead storage, our famous dish drawer, compact oven, hob, range hood combo that always fits in quite nicely.
Very compact, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's great. And the dish drawer, it's all you need for 1 or 2 people. Even the oven, you can still get 2 or 3 racks in there. And the 2-burner stove, never in my life have I used more than 2 pots at a time, so that's all I need. And then the composite stone bench top, which is great. You can put all your hot pots and everything directly on it. It's not going to damage it. Yeah, and then the window that opens onto the deck. This is breakfast bar seating, so I don't have a dining room because I never really eat at the table anyway, so I can have breakfast here, admiring the view. And yeah, everything else, kind of a nice window up the top to make the most of the bush outside and let some natural light in. And yeah, it's worked really well.
I really like what you've done here with the aluminium backsplash as well.
Yeah, it was something a bit different, going for a non-coloured look, but I think it's worked quite well. Yeah, the sort of brushed aluminium steel look and sort of ties in with the colours of the kitchen.
It really sort of modernises the kitchen.
It does, that's right, yeah.
Now obviously here in Taupo, this is a much colder climate than your last place in Auckland.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the insulation and what you're doing for heating in the home?
Yeah, sure. So we put the same level of insulation, which is 1.5 times building code anyway, that goes into all our homes. We actually upgraded the windows. Normally we just do double glazed aluminium. I've got thermally broken ones here. And then we've got a heat pump in, which I run a little more often than I would have to do in Auckland. But it's energy efficient, and I find even just having it on for 20-30 minutes in the morning, it heats the whole place and it retains its heat. So haven't really noticed a huge jump in the power bill, and I've got a nice warm home, so it's great.
And then what do we have in the doors behind me here?
So this is a storage cupboard, come linen cupboard, come laundry.
Right.
So got a washer dryer combo, and then space for my vacuum cleaner and air dryer, and then towels and sheets and everything up above.
And then what do we have behind that there?
Behind here we've got the bathroom, so come on through.
Right. Great sized bathroom.
Yeah, thank you. We've got our standard 900 by 1200 shower, dual flush toilet, 600ml vanity, mirror cabinet for additional storage, so everything you'd expect in a normal sized bathroom.
And it's a really nice product that you've got on the walls here. Can you talk to me about this?
Yeah, sure. It's actually a sheet type fibre cement product, so it's suitable for shower linings as well as the bathroom, fully waterproof. Gives that tile look and feel without the tile price tag or the disadvantages in terms of sort of cracking with movement or the weight. So yeah, I really love it, and it modernises the bathroom, I think, gives it that sort of upmarket feel. So.
It certainly does. And then across the way here we have your bedroom.
We do.
Really nice, very spacious bedroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So that's that 1.5 container width, which gives you the ability to walk around your bed, unlike a single width model. So yeah, it's just it's a normal size bedroom really. We've got the full length mirrored doors with a nice large wardrobe with built-in storage as well, so everything you need.
And again, lovely window opening up onto views of the lake.
Yes, I must admit I'm guilty of the odd sleep-in where you just open the curtains and just lie in bed and admire the view all day, so that's really special as well.
And is this one of your super cool storage beds again?
It is, yes. It lifts up and there's storage underneath for all the things that I want to keep out of sight but still need access to, so your suitcases, my tramping and camping gear, things along those lines.
And you actually work from home as well, don't you?
I do, yes. So we've actually got a dedicated office come spare bedroom, so come with me, we'll show you that next.
All right, let's take a look. This is a big office space, isn't it?
The space is big, the desk certainly is, and because I work from home, obviously I've got 3 screens set up, my printer, lots of space, but then the beauty of this contraption is it also converts to a double bed, so when I have guests come round, this becomes a spare room for them.
Very clever. Just really nice to have that option in there as well.
Absolutely, it was a necessity for me. I love to entertain, and being in Taupo as well with most of my friends still in Auckland gives them an excuse to come down and hang out and stay for free, which is great.
And shall we go have a look at the balcony?
Absolutely.
Oh, it really is lovely out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty magical.
It certainly is. And then you've got this fantastic entertaining area out here.
Yes, absolutely. Nice and comfy place to lounge in the warmer weather.
And then just looking out onto this lake is so special, isn't it?
It is.
It's hard to believe that that is actually a giant volcanic crater, isn't it?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
I can understand why. So you've been here in the house now for a year. Mm-hmm. How's everything working out for you?
Yeah, really good, really good. I was a bit nervous about how cold it gets in winter, but I found with the heat pump and the insulation levels, it's nice and cosy. And yeah, I mean, with this $1 million view, it's hard not to just love relaxing. It's a little hard to get motivated some mornings. You know, I kind of feel like I'm semi-retired, living the holiday dream lifestyle out here, but absolutely love it. It's never regretted it for a single second.
And especially with your situation, being able to run your business from home, that does allow you to capitalize on living in paradise, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. And it was a bit of a strategic move as well, because I have clients from the Central and Lower North Island who want to see a display home, and by being located here, they're only sort of a few hours drive away, so that works really well too from a business perspective.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about the cost that was involved in building this home?
Yeah, sure. So this has become one of our standard models that we retail currently for $180,000. That excludes consents, delivery and site works. So for this particular site, all those additional extras came to around about $80,000. So that's $260 all up. I absolutely love living here. I don't think I could ever live in a normal sized home. I'm very much set on the small living, and the fact that housework takes 10 minutes, the fact that you can enjoy your life, the fact you don't have a high mortgage, and especially living in this beautiful environment. I feel semi-retired. It's just you wake up each morning and just faced with this beauty, and even the neighbourhood's just so friendly and laid back, and I'm living the dream.
Well, Brenda, there's no question about it. You have built yourself yet another truly beautiful home here. Thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Thanks for coming, appreciate it.
Over the years, Brenda's lived in a few different shipping container homes, and it's been so interesting for me to watch the evolution of her designs. This is yet another home which beautifully fits into its landscape and perfectly meets her needs. Brenda says that living here, she almost feels as if she's semi-retired. And really, I think that we can all aspire to a lifestyle that makes us feel that way.